An interesting name came up this week in Georgia political circles, former Senator David Perdue. But is it much ado about nothing? Our Jeff Hollinger talked with NBC's Chuck Todd.
A new survey taken by a pollster for former President Trump says that Governor Kemp would face a stiff primary challenge from former Senator David Perdue. That is, if David Perdue decides to get in the race. Joining me is Chuck Todd right now, moderator of NBC's Meet the Press. There is no indication, Chuck, right now that former Senator Perdue would get in the race, but this poll shows that a Trump endorsement of Perdue would put Governor Kemp maybe in some trouble if you buy into that. Do you subscribe to that?
I really don't, but I actually think the poll's not that impressive for Trump. I don't know why they released it. You know, it shows that they, the best possible, David Perdue's got 100% name ID, and so with the Trump, in an odd way, I don't think the poll results say what the Trump people think they say. Look, David Perdue right now is on speed dial with Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell, there's a whole Republican world in Washington that is petrified of Herschel Walker's candidacy in the Senate race and are desperately trying to keep David Perdue engaged. But it's my understanding Perdue doesn't want to go through the sort of the Trump, I don't know what you call it, the Trump obstacle course, that comes with having to go, especially with Herschel and all this. So, there's no indication that he's that interested in a governor's race, and he's allies with Kemp. He's got no beef with Kemp. So I don't know why Trump keeps doing this other than to weaken the Georgia Republican Party. That's all it ends up doing.
Look, I don't know if you agree with this, but I think for every day that Herschel Walker doesn't enter this race, it probably increases the odds that he will not become a candidate. And that's kind of where I stand right now. I don't believe that he's going to run. And obviously, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see it.
I assume the same thing. He's not in, but the fact that he's not gotten out has frozen the field. But I can tell you this, if Herschel Walker got in, I think Warnock becomes the favorite because the race is not about the incumbent. The way to defeat an incumbent senator, and the recipe's the same whether it's Georgia or Alaska, whether it's Illinois or Virginia, and that is you make the race about the incumbent.